value your feedback and welcome your complaints about our programming and operations. Feel free to get in touch with us through 0700 893 542 or send us an email to info@lookuptv.co.ke.
You don't rule the country like this. No. If I were a criminal, jail me. If I owe the government anything, let me know it and I'll pay it. I'll pay for what I owe. I don't know. We have tried to build Kakamega. And whoever is behind this, God will pay him for it. Someone is after me, but I'm old. Whoever he is wasting his time. There is no warning. There is nothing warning in writing. And I don't sit where the radio is to be listening to the news. Is this how to rule Kenya? I don't know. But I'm critical of the modern ruling. I don't like it. We should handle people like human beings. We have the feelings. It takes time. I built here alone. My husband died in 1992. And now I'm the sufferer. My husband passed on 1992, Professor Mutere. We are the people who built Kakamega in education. And this is how I can be treated. No warning, nothing. No one told me, leave Milimani, go home. And this is how they can treat me. I'm embarrassed.
Now, Tana River County Governor Dado Godana now says the county has been heavily affected by the ongoing floods, which have caused havoc in the county. Godana says roads have been destroyed, which has in turn affected the distribution of relief food, forcing the county government to use choppers in giving aid to those affected.
My hair is awful. You don't rule.
Camps all over in Garsen, in Galole, in Bura, in Galederto, in Bangale. As we speak, you cannot access Tana North from Garsen. You cannot access Masalani because Masalani bridge is already cut off. You cannot go there by any means except for maybe boats, canoes, and maybe by air. You cannot access Mahono, you cannot access Nyangwani, you cannot not access Diram. All those areas are cut-off areas, either by the main river or by the road between Wema and Ijara and to Bura East and to Garissa. All that road is cut off. In Tana Delta, Asa Kone, Kone itself, and parts of Galana, those ones are already cut off. The area of Mutolani, Haiwanje, those ones are already cut off. They can only access by air. Of course, there are no boats, no canoes. So you can only use air to access there. The area Waldena, Konekaliti, Kalalani, Haboye is cut off in its own way. Then Titila is cut off between Waldena and Wayu. So Titila is now isolated, it's separated from Waldena and Wayu. Wayu is also separated from Hola Town and Titila.
President William Ruto has said innovative and sustainable measures must be devised to mitigate the effects of climate change. These measures, he noted, will be assumed by the East African community as it heads to Dubai for COP28 later this month. Speaking at the EAC High-Level Forum on Climate Change and Food Security in Arusha, the president said Africa will showcase its assets, including hardworking and skilled human capital and immense renewable energy reserves, among other assets.
When we had the Africa Climate Summit, the biggest conversation that was in that climate summit is about climate finance. And it comes in different ways. Many of our economies, many of our countries are struggling because of the effects of climate change. Many countries are spending more mitigating the effects of climate change, whether it is drought, whether it is floods, whether it is mudslides. We're spending more money managing the effects of climate change than on health or food security. And to be able to manage the balance between what you are spending on climate change and what you are spending on social service, it is necessary for us to work on.
Now back to the exam results. As celebrations continue to rock different parts of the country after the release of the KCPE exams on Thursday, schools that received very little capitation from the government due to their small population have gone against all odds to mark stellar performance. One such school is Kivai Primary, situated in Kola, just at the border of Machakos and Makueni counties, which has a population of 45 learners in the entire school. Due to its small population, the school only receives 8,000 shillings from the government. The school will, however, send all its 9 candidates who sat for the KCPE exams to national secondary schools after they all garnered 300 marks and above.
Kulikuwa na wanafunzi 9, 9 candidates, and we have actually managed to have performed very well with a mean score of 339. Tutachambuliwa na mwalimu pia, na ninashukuru Mungu kabisa kwa sababu ya yale matokeo. Hatukuwa tunatarajia kupata yale matokeo kwa sababu ya changamoto nyingi ambazo tuko nazo. Tukianza na madarasa si mazuri vile, na pia wazazi wamekuwa na changamoto ya kusaidia hawa wanafunzi kwa sababu ya hali ya anga ya kiangazi kile ambacho pengine kilikuwa hapa, na pia umaskini wa wazazi wa
Angalia kwa shule yenye iko na watoto 45, capitation ile pesa inatumwa na serikali ni 8,000. Wale wanaenda kuchukua hiyo pesa kwa bank wanaweza kutumia 4,000. Kwa hivyo kwa shule tunafikiwa na only 4,000. Hii shule haina pesa zenye zinaweza kutumika kurun. Ukiingia kwa classes utapata classes zote hazina ile cement imeweza kutoka. Wanafunzi wenyewe wanakuja kwa shule wakiwa na njaa. Walimu sisi wenyewe ile chakula ya pale tunakula staff room, lazima ile chakula tuweze kuongezea kidogo ndio tungawie wanafunzi, sababu kuna umaskini mingi katika hii shule. Ukiangalia wanafunzi wote wameweza kuqualify alama za kuenda national school, lakini hakuna hata mmoja mwenye anaweza afford kuenda kwa hizo national school sababu wazazi hawatoboi. Ukiangalia wale wanafunzi hata sare ya shule hawana.
And staying on that, private schools in Naivasha continued to dominate KCPE after producing the top candidates and results in the constituency. In Regis View School, it was songs and dance as the institution was ranked the best in the vast constituency, with the top student scoring 413 marks.
Putting God first, my parents' support, teachers, and putting in that extra effort in my studies. After this, I'd like to go to Pangani Girls High School, and I'd like to be a doctor, pediatrician. Thank you to my teachers who helped me in my studies. Thank you to my parents for supporting me, paying my school fees. Natarajia kuenda shule ya Nakuru Girls. Na matarajio mengi maishani mwangu, na kwa neema ya Mungu nitafanikiwa. Nataka kuwa daktari wa akili, najua neurosurgeon. Najua mambo mengi tunaweza fanikiwa kwa sababu Mungu wetu ni wa neema, na najua kila kitu itakuwa sawa. Ni stahili kufanya kazi vile mwanafunzi anahitaji kufanya, kusoma kila wakati, burn the midnight oil, you know. Na pia maombi yalikuwa yanahitajika, na tumefanikiwa.
And now switching gears, the Department of Gender together with AMREF Health Africa, World Vision and other partners have launched a 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and Children's Service Month at the Elangata and Terit in Narok South Sub-County. Speaking during the event, the Chief Magistrate in Narok Low Court, Hezron Nyamberi, said the month of November is for awareness creation to promote the rights of children and 16 days of activism against GBV in society.
At Langata and Terit ward in Narok South to launch the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Na pia to launch the Children's Service Month for this month of November. And we have come here to the community with one message that we stop GBV, especially against children and women.
Purposes of holding our National Children's Service Month, we started by holding Children's CUC. We agreed as stakeholders that we have it here, and we have been so successful. I would say that all the stakeholders, together with our partners, we were here with the profession, the children department, the county commissioners were here, and we are so grateful that the event has become a success. We are here to promote the children's rights. We are here to ensure that cases which are in courts have been cleared in this month of November, because we have set aside all the files, about 100 of them, and we have given out all of them to various judicial officers so that they can hear those cases, and we see how far we'll move with it.
And in the sports segment, national women's football team Harambee Starlets stepped up their preparations at Kasarani Annex ahead of their first leg match of the 2024 WAFCON qualifiers against Botswana. The match will be played on the 29th of this month at Nyayo National Stadium, as the return leg match is set for December 5th this year in Botswana.
And today we're expecting Majolene also to come in.
Kiweza kuqualify Botswana tuta manage kuingia AFCON. So ni a big challenge, na pia ni opportunity kubwa sana to Kenyans, because at least inatufanya boli ya mademi inakuwa na sauti everywhere. Juu ball ni kitu ukionekana, the more unaonekana the more unaweza enda mbali, but the more uonekani huwezi onekana. So to our fans, nasema mkam wote venye mlikam last time, you guys did a good job, that's why we won that match. So tunaomba tu mkam, mtu support, tunajua tutawapea results poa.
Quick. This afternoon, but here's what you can be expecting as we usher in the weekend at 7 p.m. and at 9 p.m. We'll be taking a look at the flash floods that are being witnessed across the country during this El Nino season. And of course, different areas, the northern parts of the country being the most affected. And as well, we'll be looking at the preparations for the COP28. This is the climate conference that is set for later this month. That as well, and the celebrations for the KCPE 2023 examinations that are continuing to be seen in different parts of the country. And of course, we'd like to hear from you and from any top performers to reach us at Lookuptv on X, Lookuptv on Facebook, and Lookuptv on our YouTube channel. as well as write to us, and we'll be able to feature you right here. I'm Nancy Nalima. Thank you for watching. Stand by, of course, for programming, and wait on our bulletins later on at 7 p.m. Look Up Weekendi, and 9 p.m. Look Up Weekend. Have a lot of pleasant afternoon.